Governor Gavin Newsom on Thursday proposed adding $1.5 billion to a program providing grants of up to $25,000 to small businesses harmed by the COVID-19 pandemic in California, allowing thousands more to get financial help. The additional funds from federal COVID-19 aid to the state would bring the amount allocated in recent months for grants to $4 billion, which Newsom told business leaders would make it the largest state program of its kind in the country. Small businesses intimately understand the pain and stress of the last year, directly understand it, and the struggle now to reopen with all of the dust settling around us, Newsom said during a virtual address to a meeting of the California Chamber of Commerce. Officials estimate the $1.5 billion in additional funds, if approved by the legislature, will provide grants to some 150,000 small businesses. Even with the new funds, it is unlikely the grant money will be sufficient to help all of the California businesses suffering financially because of the pandemic, which led state officials in March 2020 to ask many of them to close or scale back operations to reduce the spread of the virus. When the grant program was started this year, 350,000 small businesses filed applications, seeking more than $4.5 billion in assistance, officials said. Still, business groups said additional financial help was essential even as the state was expected to emerge from most COVID-19 restrictions on June 15. This is welcome news for mom-and-pop owners in the state who have been hanging on for dear life this past year, said John Kabateck, California State Director of the National Federation of Independent Business. They don't need more debt, they need resources that will get their lights back on, people back to work and communities growing once again. The new funding proposal came during a week in which state officials said the budget surplus had ballooned to a staggering $75.7 billion, allowing the governor to propose large amounts of additional financial resources for schools and housing for homeless people, and to provide $600 tax rebates to California taxpayers who make up to $75,000 annually. The state also is receiving $26 billion in federal COVID-19 relief aid, the governor noted. The announcements have been made as Newsom faces a recall election in which several candidates vying for his job have accused him of mishandling the pandemic by shutting down businesses for too long. Newsom's announcements this week were criticized Thursday by California Republican Party Chairwoman Millan Patterson, who cast them as his effort to head off a recall. Gavin Newsom's job-killing policies devastated small businesses during this pandemic, and now he thinks he can paper over facts with press conferences, Patterson said.